We're back just for the finals, man. Or like just in time for the finals. Made it back. Another episode of the 5230 podcast. I'm Swag or Wag, and I'm with.
The man from Jersey is good to be back, man. Like Jordan with the 4-5.
Hell yeah, man. I'm excited. This is a great time to be an NBA fan, and it's just fun talking to you. Um, First thing first, like obviously we're in the finals. We know the two teams in the finals, right?
Yep, Golden State Warriors, Boston Celtics.
All right, man. So we're gonna go straight into that. Stephen A. Smith. I don't know if you saw what he said today.
Nah, what'd he say, bro? That dude's
He's
always entertaining.
Yeah, he said that because somehow you got to you got to make some beef, right? So I took a screenshot of it. So
Is
what
it the
he said,
Kyrie? Is it the Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant thing?
no, 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 no.
Oh, okay.
He said, I believe Steph Curry will eclipse LeBron James and capture 5 championships in his career while LeBron is still stuck on 4.
I mean, it can happen, bro.
So what do you think, man? Are the Warriors taking it?
I've been singing the same tune since like 6 months ago. I told you I had Golden State taking it, and I don't change my mind, bro. I still got Golden State taking it. I do think Celtics are a tougher matchup for Golden State than Miami would have been, but
Yeah.
I still see the Warriors taking it, bro. And I don't know if GP2 is gonna come back. They're saying like he could come back. I don't know if they're just, blowing smoke up people's asses and just trying to cause another storyline or something. But if he comes back, that'll be even more lit, bro. And I told you at start of the season, I said that boy Clay Thompson's gonna come back. And I remember you were kind of like, man, let's not get too excited about Clay Thompson, 2 big injuries. Clay Thompson has shown up big in some of these games, bro. In particular, that closeout game against Dallas, my guy shot the lights out, finished with 30 something points. Splash Bros are back, bro. Golden State, I have them winning it all this year.
So like just for the stat lovers, that last game, what was it? Thursday, May 28th. The Warriors 120, the Mavs 110. Klay Thompson 32 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. He was their leading scorer.
What was the shooting, bro?
What, the percentages and all that?
Yeah, field goal, three. Like, you don't got to say percentages. I mean, if you have the percentages, then cool.
For
But you could
the
just say like 10 for
for
whatever,
the for the squad or for Klay?
No, for Clay, bro. For Clay. We got to show him his love because my guy came
Yeah.
back from 2 crazy injuries, man. We got to show that guy some love. What he shooting that closeout game?
37 minutes, 12 for 25. So almost 50%.
Yeah, like 48 or something like that.
Yeah. 8 for 16 from 3, 50%. And then he had 1 steal thrown in there. No free throws. But 32 points, plus 18 on the plus minus. It was a hell of a performance, man. There was that one play. I don't know if you remember the play. There was a play. I don't even know if I can make this shot if I try. But he gets the ball. It's kind of like at the corner 3 spot, right?
Yeah.
And there's 2 defenders on him in the area. So he kind of drives a little bit towards the corner and he has to jump away. Like he's not jumping straight up. He's like jumping towards out of bounds. And he's shooting at the same time. And he made it. I
No,
think
I don't
that play
remember that.
right there showed how on fire he was.
Yeah, bro. When
Because you,
Clay's
you he was
when
jumping out
Clay's
of bounds.
when Clay's hot, bro, like look no further than that game. Was it game 6 against OKC? The infamous one, the 2016 game.
Yeah,
Some of the
yeah.
shots he was making in that game were crazy, bro. Off balance, not feet set. Like when Clay is on fire, bro, all he has to do is just catch it and release it. And has a chance of going in. A legit chance, not just a chance, legit chance. And he showed up, bro. I like Golden State, man. I like Golden State, and I don't want to get like too ahead of myself, but it's crazy that they don't even have Wiseman, bro. This dude hasn't played all year. This is a young dude. I think he was the second or third overall pick. last year's draft, he's not even playing, bro. They're gonna bring this dude in next year, and I think he can develop well into Steph, Clay, all these vets. Going to State, man. The future is bright with these dudes. Moody, Kaminga, these guys have just they still have that core, right? And I remember when the Warriors were in the 2019 finals when they lost against Toronto, it quickly became a thing where they were like, oh, Golden State's getting old, man. Iguodala, Livingston, Curry's pushing 30, or I think he already was 30. Golden State was this team that was old. It was like, all right, man, it's not gonna last long. And you look now, 3 years later, they have like a whole young core, bro, that could lead them into the future past the Steph Clay thing. Poole, Moody, Kaminga, Wiseman, even Gary Payton II. He's like 27 or something, so he's not old. They've done a good job. And Wiggins, too, bro. I think Wiggins is 26. They've done a great job, bro, of like transitioning from this team that was just old, to all their best players are just old to having a nice mix of older vets and then young dudes. Future's bright with these guys, man. I just wanted to say that real quick.
Yeah, you said Wiseman. He was the 2020 second overall pick,
Yeah.
which is insane to have a squad with those two guys, Clay and Steph, and get a second overall pick. Like it's like a weird luck, you know. It's like Steph got his hand broken and they had one of the worst seasons they had in a while. And it helped them. Like they all got healthy. They got these young guys like Kuminga. Like Kuminga came in one of those games and just started bullying people, bro. Like I thought he was great. And then Kevon Looney, he's a 2015 30th pick in the first round by Golden State. So like whenever anybody says like all this stuff about like I always bring it back to the Nets, but like when the Nets pick up a 27th pick and pick Cam Thomas, like doesn't mean it's gonna be a bust, you know. He could still be really good. It just depends how they develop him, you know. But Looney was a big factor in my opinion. He had a lot of points in the paint. He was controlling that whole area. In that last game, Looney had 18 rebounds against the Mavs.
Yeah, he's had a
Like,
couple, like, he's had some big games for them, man. Some huge games on the glass and just holding it down, being a serviceable big, man. There was one play in particular against the Mavs. It was the icing. It was the dagger. Kevon Looney got the offensive board, kicked it to Clay, who was wide open. Clay just switched the three, and that was pretty much like the dagger in him.
yeah, man.
He's been great for them, bro. Yeah,
And Otto Porter Jr. didn't play.
I think he even had like a 20 plus rebound game this postseason, Kevon Looney.
I think he did. He had like a 20-point game, and I think he also had a 20 rebound game.
Yeah, bro.
They were kind of like making a big deal about him scoring 20 points because he hadn't scored 20 points in like since like high school or something.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man. How you want to transition this, bro? You want to talk about like what got us to the finals, or you want to keep
No,
talking
wait.
about?
I was just gonna say about the Warriors, like they didn't even have Otto Porter Jr. in that last game.
Yeah,
So that's another player. Like they just seem like their squad is just filled with talented guys. Like you said, Gary Payton Jr. I didn't know about him too much until this year, and I would just see him dunking on people, and that was pretty surprising.
yeah. I also want to say I don't know, like I don't know if I was, thinking too highly of it, but they brought in Iguodala, and I was like excited about that because I'm like, all right, cool. This is the dude who was in that
Yeah,
death lineup when they were winning the first couple rings. They're not even playing Iguodala, bro. Like Iguodala's getting no burn. He's straight up in street clothes every game. I don't know if he's hurt or if they're just kind of like a Udonis Haslam type thing where it's like
exactly.
you're here to be that vet dude, talk to the young players and just let them know what it's about here and stuff, coach them a little, like the players coach type thing. I don't know if it's that type of situation, but Iguodala, he doesn't play. He's not even in warmups, bro. He's legit out there in street clothes.
Yeah, sometimes you need that guy, right? Like you need that kind of like head coach, but he's still a player, you know, like that's like I know Kid was kind of like that when he won the championship with the Mavs. Like he didn't have too much left in him, but he still performed. Like, but still, you need that guy. Like if we compare them to the Celtics, right?
Mhm.
The Celtics, who do they have that's like that old presence? You know,
I think you probably Horford, man.
Horford, baby.
He's the vet. He's the
Yo,
vet.
yo, the way that he's playing is, I think that was a good transition. But
Fucking guys,
um,
you're the king of transitions, bro. Go ahead, man. Do you? Do you? The floor is yours. I'm gonna just shut up because that transition was so ill. Go ahead.
hell yeah. But so Boston, they went against Miami. That series was not so lopsided like the Warriors. The Warriors, even the game that the Mavs won, it was just an incredible 3-point performance by the Mavs. Like it seemed like they were hitting everything, like not missing any. Like Dorian Smith, Dinwiddie, Doncic, like Jalen Brunson, like everybody was hitting threes. Bullock, but you can't sustain that, bro. Like it's just like even the Warriors, who are known for their threes, they got beat by the Mavs because they out threed them. But you just can't do that forever. Like the Golden State Warriors figured out a way to, like, yeah, we're still gonna hit threes, but at a better percentage. Like we're not gonna hit 38%. We're gonna legit hit 48, 50% as a team. And then Boston is similar like that. Boston, if you saw that last game against Miami, we could talk about that because that last game was close.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Butler, I love the guy, but there were two shots that he took that I don't think he should have taken. He should have drove it into the paint. There was one at, if you look at the play-by-play in the fourth quarter, there's that last one with like 16 seconds left. That's the most obvious one. That's the one that everybody's gonna look at and say, yeah, Jimmy risked it. Like he was just like, look, we're down by 2. The the score was 98 to 96. Marcus Smart misses a driving layup with 21 seconds. So 21 seconds is a long time. Like you don't need to come down the court and waste 5 seconds. They went from 21 seconds to 16 seconds. He only spent 5 seconds off the clock and he missed a 3-pointer. And it was kind of in a transition. Like I think he could have drove on Horford and maybe gotten a foul or something. Like it wasn't like the defense was set. So it was just like a weird shot. I didn't like that shot. There was only 16 seconds left. You're down by 2. You don't need a 3. Just
Not from him, bro. Not from Jimmy.
exactly.
Not from Jimmy, bro.
And
They
then,
got then they have shooters on that team. Not from him. It was a questionable shot, but it's also that shot where if it goes in, you're up one, and the whole narrative starts about, oh, Jimmy Butler, man, this guy's got cojones, bro. This dude's clutch, man. This dude let his nuts hang. He took the shot, man. You know what I mean? But
but if you look at the
it's
stats,
questionable shot, though. I agree, though. It's questionable shot, man.
Boston shot 34% from 3 in the game. Guess how Miami shot this last game?
Talk to me, bro.
20%
From three.
from 3. So why are you going down this? They went 6 for 30. 6 for 30, man. So like you only lost by 4 and you were down by 2 with 16 seconds left. What are you doing jacking up all these threes? Like Kyle Lowry 1 for 6. PJ Tucker 0 for 2. Why? Dude, why? He went 0 for 3. Jimmy Butler 1 for 4. Strus 2 for 7. Victor Oladipo 1 for 7
From three.
from 3.
Let
What are
it
you?
fly. Let it fly, VO. Let it fly.
Damn.
Shooters shoot, except VO's not a shooter. Like, but he was still
Exactly.
letting it
Like,
go.
man. Yeah, that was just that whole series. I think we talked about it. That whole series was just blowout. One team blowing out the other one, and then a couple of tight games in there. And it was weird. Like it was just like no team really took advantage of the home court.
No, they said Boston won 3 on the road. 3 out of 4 on the road, they won.
That's wild.
Miami didn't hold it down, bro.
Yeah. And I saw there was that one game at the Heat, the 127, the game 2. 127 for the Celtics, 102 for the Heat. Bro, I saw the stands were empty.
Mm,
You know how they have the whiteout party where they're all wearing like white shirts and stuff?
yeah.
Bro, those seats are red.
Oh, I just
So,
noticed. I just noticed real quick, man. You got that 5230 hoops merch, man. Yo,
oh
anybody
yeah,
watching?
man.
Merch, man. We're gonna have merch soon. So you see that? If you want to wear that fresh shirt, we're gonna sell that to you soon. All right, continue.
But yeah, man, those seats out there in Miami are red. And when you see a lot of people wearing white leave and you just see red empty seats, it does not look good, man.
Yeah, there was one game, bro. At the end, it was like all Celtics fans still there. I looked at
Yeah,
that.
man.
It was probably that same game you're talking about. I couldn't believe it, bro. I was like, yo, this like it became like this is like legit just a Celtics crowd now at this point. Like they stayed there to cheer their team. Hella Heat fans just left. It's kind of embarrassing, bro. It's kind of
Yeah,
embarrassing.
man.
But you know, the Heat never really had like when they had LeBron in them, and probably even when they had like Wade and Shaq. I know I heard a few times that like that crowd in Miami is not like as great as you would think. Like they always selling out and stuff. They would say sometimes like, oh, a lot of the crowd came in at like the second quarter. Like they don't even come for the first. Like
Yeah, the
they out
stars.
they're in Miami, so they're pre-drinking or something down the street, and then second
Yeah.
quarter they came to the game or something. But yeah, that definitely looked bad though. I remember that. I was just like, wow, bro. It reminded me of like to when the Nets were bad and like the Knicks were good or whatever, because such a close proximity, and like the Knicks fans would like take over Prudential or whatever. It was kind of like that type of thing where I was just like, oh,
Well, there was that whole thing this year with the Barclays. The
mm-hmm,
Knicks fans just dominated Barclays
yeah,
because Nets fan didn't show up.
yeah. But anyways, yeah, man, yo, just to not get like too off, man. It's Eastern Conference Finals. When it was good, it was really good, and then when it was ugly, it was really ugly. 30-point blowouts where you check out after like the man, some games I would check out midway through the second quarter. I'm just like, oh god, this is 30-point game. Like
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
quick, bro. Like midway through the second or like at halftime, 30-point game, you check out. You know what I mean? You're just like, okay, Boston's too good on defense to blow this. They blew it in game one, but
Yeah.
I didn't think they would do it again. Usually when they went up big, I was like, yeah, they're too good on defense. They're not gonna they learned from that game one. They're not gonna blow this lead. But it was crazy because they almost blew it in game seven, bruh.
Yeah, they were it was an 11-0 run, I think, at the end.
Bro, I was
11-0
watching
run.
the game with your bro, right? I was at your parents' house.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
yes. If anyone don't know, we're related, whatever. We cousins. I was at
yeah.
your parents' house, man, watching the game with your bro, and I couldn't believe it, man. I thought like the Heat were just done. It looked like it was over, and out of nowhere, I just kind of like, cause I was talking to your bro, like we were talking or whatever, and then I'm like, oh shoot, yo, what? They got it down to six. And you start looking, got it down to two, bro. Yo, when they got that board and Jimmy Butler was coming down, like,
It was exciting.
yo, it was really, yo, I'm not even,
Yeah.
look, this is when you know it's a good game, bro. I used to get this feeling all the time when I was a kid watching the Nets games, bro. When I was a little kid, and it could regular season or playoffs, didn't matter, right? When it was a good game and the Nets were down or, 2-point lead, the other team has the ball. I'm talking like New Jersey era, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, like I would feel it in my heart, bro. I'm like, yo, whoa, this your the adrenaline and stuff. He's watching a good game. Bro, I'm not even a Celtics nor a Heat fan, and I was feeling that feeling I used to feel for the Nets.
Good
You
game.
were just the game was crazy. You're just like, oh my God, bro. And I also want to say this because I was telling your bro, I was like, yo, it's a lot of pressure, yo, because the last time I was in this house for a game
Ah,
seven was that Raptors Sixers game seven, the Kawhi, the three bouncer or whatever for game for the series.
yeah.
So I told your bro, I was like, yo, I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough for like a game to top that, bro. That game was insane. That's a feeling, bro. That's one of those feelings that you're like, yo, I would love to recreate that. Cause that night it was a group of us, bro, in the living room watching that game. And
Yeah.
we all were the emotions when that shot dropped for Kawhi. That's those moments you're like, yo, that's like a one of one, bro. But I would love to relive
Yeah.
that. So I'm telling you, bro, like it's gonna take a lot for a gainer like top that one. But this one gave it a run for its money, bro. There was a lot of drama, man. And when they had the ball and Jimmy's dribbling down court, you're thinking like, all right, he's gonna bring it out. They're gonna try to get a good shot, man. If we go to overtime, this is crazy, bro. Like momentum on Miami's side. Boston's thinking how they just blew it, bro. Like double digit lead with like 2 minutes or something. And we know what happened, bro. Jimmy pulls up for three, doesn't go. Celtics take the series, man. But that game was crazy, game seven.
Yeah, I'm looking at the game flow for game 7, and Boston was up the whole way. Like they
Yeah.
literally the whole game they were up.
Yo, there was so many points in that game where it was like Marcus Smart shoots a three, Al Horford shoots a three, Jason Tatum. And I'm thinking, yo, if that shot goes in, that's most likely the dagger.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like Boston's up 13, they're up 12. You're like, yo, if that three goes in, it's 15-16. Miami's not coming. And I'm talking like fourth quarter. Like fourth
Oh yeah.
quarter.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking all Boston needs is this 1-3 to go in, bro. That's the dagger. That's it. That's it. They got it. And it would never go in, bro. It would never go in. And Boston would do a good job of like holding them off. Miami would get like a clumsy turnover or whatever. But in those last 2 minutes, it just like all fell apart for them. It like all fell apart. I
All right.
wonder,
So
like, I wonder how a Celtics fan probably felt in that moment, bro. Could you imagine your team just blew that lead, bro, and you see that Jimmy Butler three go up, man? You a
well,
Celtics fan? How did you feel?
I could give you a real life example. I'm a Mavs fan. And game 2 against the Warriors, they had a sizable lead and they blew it. And it was so devastating, bro. Like I was watching the game and I was like, I think you texted me. You were like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I think it's over. Well, and I was like, yo, it's not over till it's over, man. Until I see until I see like Dallas tied 2-2, because that's what it would have. No, it would have been 1-1.
1-1, yeah.
Yeah, because this was game 2. Dallas or like series tied 1-1. If I see that, then I'm good. But until then, the Warriors are too scary, bro. And they literally, like, I made the video of it. They scored 13 points in the third quarter.
The Mavs.
That was crazy. How do you score 13 points in an NBA game in a quarter? If you multiply that out, that's what, 52 points in a whole game?
Yeah. More so
Bro,
nowadays, bro, because the pace is just crazy. So many threes getting put up and stuff. You're like
yo.
back in the old days, maybe like early 2000s, you could see that like 13-point quarter. They played a good defensive team or whatnot. Like, let's say you ran into like the '04 Pistons or something like that core, you could
Yeah.
see it like, yo, it's a juggernaut, and Pistons like to slow shit down, they like to just grind it out. Okay, you got 13 points. And nowadays, and especially you playing the Warriors who like to get it up and down too, bro. Yeah, you shouldn't be putting up 13 points in a quarter.
The Mavs were up at one point 67-48.
19 point. Was that the biggest lead? Because I could have swore they were up 20 some, 20
They
plus
were.
in that
Let
game.
me see.
I feel like they were, man. I feel like they went up 20, at least 20.
Uh,
But like
I don't
regardless, while
know.
you're looking it up, bro, yeah, you shouldn't blow that. Especially were they at home? No, they were away. If it's game two, they were away.
Yeah, they were away,
Yeah.
but still 13, bro.
But that was the thing with Dallas. Like Dallas, I would tell you on text. I'm like, yo, in order for Dallas to take this series, they're gonna need insane performances from Luca every night, right? Like he's going ape shit, putting up his points, and then the shooters need to just shoot. You know, everyone's shooting 50%. Bullock 5 for 10, Brunson 5 for 10 or whatever, 4 for 8. Like Kleba like 3 for 6. That's what it was gonna take, man. And I just couldn't see Dallas doing it 4 times in a row. I don't want to like go too far back, but I didn't even think they were gonna be Phoenix, man. But that was a whole other thing. They
That
beat
game 7
Phoenix.
was wild. That game 7, they beat them by, that was a real blowout. That
Yeah,
was the Mavs just going hard.
Bruh.
Phoenix couldn't do anything.
You talk about a crowd just being out of it, dude.
Yeah.
That crowd, yo, that arena might as well have been empty, dude. Because all you were hearing from Suns fans that game was just booing. That's it. Straight up
It
booing.
was bad, man.
Yo, it was like 40 points at one point, man. Oh man. I was
Yeah.
watching that game with my mom's, bro, and I just sometimes I would look at the score and just be like, yo, this can't be real, bro. So whatever. Let's move on. We got Miami now, we got Boston, bro. Like I said, I have Golden State taking it. I just think they have too much talent. Um,
Yo, and then what you said, remember we were talking about it. The Warriors have home court.
yeah, that's crucial.
So I think that's the biggest part. If
And the
Boston had home
Warriors
court,
and the Warriors are great at home. They're
yeah,
great,
not,
bro.
there's no
And their crowd is
it's a
great
different
too.
vibe.
Their crowd is great, bro. There's nothing like when the Warriors start splashing threes at home, bro, and that crowd gets into it.
Yeah,
I
it's a
just
different
like it,
vibe.
man. I just think Golden State, they're tough, bro. Especially when they put out the whole Poole, Curry, Thompson, Wiggins, Draymond Green lineup. I just think they got a little too much firepower. You know, Boston has the defense, so that's why like you kind of like you give them a puncher's chance. At least I do, because you're like, all right, things are clicking on defense, you know. But I'm sticking to Golden State, bro. I'm sticking to Golden State. I've been right a few times in my life with my finals predictions.
Raptors was the
And
main one. You called
yeah,
that
and
like when they got Kawhi. You were like Raptors.
yeah,
Yeah, like Raptors got Kawhi. Raptors.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So I still got
But
that one, man. What's up with you, man? Talk about your predictions, bro, or just thoughts
um,
on the finals, bro.
all right. So
Matchups, whatever.
the first game Thursday, June 2nd,
Can't wait, bro.
9 p.m. on ABC.
Can't wait, bro. Yo, every single day I'm just like, "Fuck, one day closer, bro, to
Yeah.
Thursday. Can't
They
wait for game one.
they got Golden State at -3.5, so they're like the favorites.
Okay.
I think they're gonna take that one because they have more rest. You know, like their guys, they they won before
Yeah,
the Celtics. You know, so they got a little
yeah.
bit more rest. I think that's gonna help. But
Yo, speaking on that real quick, it was funny, yo, because I don't know if you remember, like when Boston went up 3-2. Oh no, excuse me. When Golden State closed out, they had like the post game, and they asked Draymond like, "Oh, who do you think you're playing or whatever?"
oh
And
yeah, yeah,
he's like, "Oh, who do I think we're gonna play? I think we're gonna play Boston." And then I remember when Miami won Game 6 at Boston, I went on Instagram, bro, whatever, Instagram, and I'm looking at the comments on like a post about that, like the Heat winning, and
yeah,
everyone's like, "Yo, Draymond, bro, Draymond knew what he was doing. Yo, he's playing like some Jedi mind tricks, bro. He wants the series to go 7 so they could tire each other out." They're like,
yeah.
"Oh, Draymond really wants to play Miami, so he was trying to light the fire underneath them. Boston's the worst matchup for them." Yo, the comments were funny, bro. But yeah, I just wanted to say that real quick.
But yeah, man, that's definitely a factor. Like that's why I brought it up. I'm like, yeah, Warriors got like what 2 extra days to rest and to prepare.
Not probably more, bro, because Golden State closed it in 5, man. Boston went 2 more. They easily got like an extra 5 days of rest or something.
All right, so the Sunday was game 7.
But you know the flip side of that, because
What's
people
up?
will say it. The flip
What's up?
side of that is like, oh, you haven't played in so long. You might be like,
No, no, no.
rusty or whatever.
These guys
I'm just saying, some
have the
people are gonna say that.
experience. No, this is where I gotta like clearly say that's a bullshit statement. Because this is not a rookie team. Like they have guys that have gone to the finals multiple times. Like I understand when you're like a young team and like you're still like not fully used to like the environment. Like the finals gets a little crazy, you know, like there's way more hype. There's like more media. Like they got to do all that media stuff. Like um I don't know if you know like the Tonight Show, I think it's called, or Jimmy Kimmel Live, something like that. Like they like these comedians, like they show up and then they're like asking stupid questions like to make jokes and stuff to like the players. So like there's way more media, there's way more stuff, and young teams sometimes don't do well with that. So obviously the Warriors, they have that in the bag. Like they know what they're doing. So I don't think that means anything to the Warriors. Like the more rest they have, the better. Because obviously their players are older. Like Draymond, like He's not the youngest guy, and then Clay obviously had the injury. But
Yo, I
you,
think what you're trying to say, bro, is Golden
yeah,
State. And I'm pointing this out because I saw it, bro. ESPN had like a little graphic on it. I think the NBA Finals experience for the Warriors combined, all the players, whatever, how many
yeah,
games combined in the NBA Finals. I think it was like 123 games of finals experience. Boston, goose egg. No one
zero.
on Boston's been to the NBA Finals. So
Yeah, man.
experience, I guess, is what you're trying to get at.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest factor. Um, so the last time the Warriors played was May 26th. That was game 5. And then Celtics played May 29th. So yeah, 3 days basically extra. So then obviously I don't know if you remember, but like Marcus Smart had like a pretty bad ankle injury. Like he kind of landed on his leg. Robert Williams had some problems. Like he didn't play a couple games. Um, yeah, so I think the time off is gonna help. But then the other thing is I don't think the Celtics like their youth is also gonna be a factor because they could go on these crazy runs. So I think the Warriors win their games at home and the Celtics win their games at home. It goes to game 7 and the Warriors win.
Oh shoot. All
Because
right.
I think the home court is gonna be the main thing.
Damn, bro. You got this going 7, man. That's
Yeah, dude.
hey,
Like the Celtics are a deep squad as well. Like
game
they could,
7 in the NBA Finals, man. You don't ask for nothing else than that, bro.
yeah. And like I was going down the list, right? So Sunday, June 5th. So they're gonna do June 2nd on Thursday. Then they have June 3rd off. That's one day. Then they have June 4th another day. And then they play on June 5th. So they have 2 days in between. And then again, they play game 3 on the 8th. So they have another 2 days in between. Every single game, they're gonna have 2 days in between to rest. So this can start on June 2nd and end on June 19th. So it's over 2 weeks to get to game 7.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's gonna happen. I think because of the rest, because of the planning, like Thursday is gonna be a big thing. If on Thursday the Warriors come out and it's a tight game, this is gonna it might be Celtics winning it all. If the Warriors come out and they show home court dominance, I think it's gonna go to game 7. Warriors winning game 7.
All right, cool, yo. That's good, man. That's good. I
What
got
did you
Golden
say?
State. I would say, oh man, I'm just gonna give the I feel like this is always the safe answer. Because usually when people say like a team in 4 or a team in 5, you're kind of like, oh, you very confident there, aren't you? You saying sweep or gentleman sweep. But then when you say 7, that's also kind of I feel like when people say this team in 6, I feel like 6 is always the safest number.
All
I'm
right.
not saying it to be safe. I just think it'll go 6, bro, because I don't see Boston winning less than 2 games. To me, they're too good to win less than 2 games. I think it goes 6, bro. Got the Warriors winning in 6. That's
All
my
right, man.
prediction.
It's on record. Game 7 and game 6. If you say game 6, then that's on Thursday, June 16th.
Yeah,
So
but yo, for the record, I don't mind if it goes 7, bro, because more NBA basketball. Hey, who doesn't want that?
I
But
feel you,
just
man.
saying, what think it goes 6, man.
All right,
But
man.
yeah, man, yo, Zoom is kicking us off, man. They said we got less than a minute, yo. So, yo, it was beautiful linking back up, man. We haven't done an episode in, man, together in months and months back behind the camera. We're gonna work
Yeah,
out
man.
some kinks and see how we get back,
We're back for the
acclimated into the
finals, man. We
system.
got 2 weeks of this for the
Yeah,
finals.
gotta shoot the finals, man. But yo, 5230 Hoops podcast, man. The man from Jersey.
Swag.
My, my wag or swag, man.
Swag.
Swag. All right, man. See you guys on the next one. Peace.